What's going on today?
Well, tinkering around because I'm waiting on parts.
I tried to pick it all up earlier. I couldn't.
It's pretty stout. The tractor feels it when I pick it up and the ass in. Well, you wouldn't be able to pick that up.
If you get a bulge in the back of your pants doing this, you're on your own. Oh, close, but no cigarette.
You want me to do it? Okay, hang on.
Yeah. All right, so walk us through this thing. I know you filmed some of it, but let's walk through so people know where we're at.
Yeah, okay. Well, so I guess we're calling this 86 square body. The original frame that was brought to me was too rusted. We couldn't repair it, which was just a half-ton square body. We found a 1-ton frame, which of course then throws everything off. Everything's different. Found a different motor, found different axles. So now we're not even to what we started with. It's a totally different vehicle. We do have a body with a VIN tag and all that, so we're calling it 86, but the target was a square body. It looks really nice, professional body job. We're gonna have the frame blasted, powder coated, all that. The axles will have painted because they're already built, but 502 big block, 400 turbo trans. We'll go with a 205 gear drive transfer case, 8 inches lift. Somebody else is doing all the body work. It's back and forth all the time with all the parts. But anyway, starting at the rear, 14 bolt GM corporate. Now keep in mind this has been sitting for a year waiting on me and the client too, but 14 bolt rear. We did a diff guard and a pinion guard, made the spring clamps, disc brake conversion. We gutted the thing, cleaned it all up, new seals, new bearings, switched to 456 gears and slapped it all back together. Of course, you know, the calipers aren't on it because we got to do all the work, but they're a 6-inch spring, and then the client decided to change it to an 8-inch lift. So, and the spring hangers were rusted out. So I fabbed up 2-inch drop hangers front and rear and built cross member in the front. The rear, I just put a bar in, nothing fancy. The spring hangers turned out really nice to get a 2-inch drop. The rears were a little bit different. I had to add some gusting in here, but you know, nothing crazy. This cross member is added. So one of the challenges we had was this frame was 3 inches too long to line up the bed mounts. So I don't know if you can see that diagonal cut there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cut the frame, took out 3 inches, and then plated the inside, welded it all back together. So now we should be good to go. Right now we're waiting on a transfer case adapter to see where we lie, because I might have to build a cross member instead of using the original. We did have to raise the engine up about 1.25 inches, so I had to make new motor mounts to clear the headers, get them tucked in there really tight. I had to cut the frame on that side a little bit, which don't nitpick it too much. I'll pretty it up, don't worry. And then going forward, the same thing. We had 6-inch springs, so I added 2 inches to the front spring hangers and made 2-inch longer shackles in the rear of the front. Put some gusting in. So the front axle is a Dana 60. Dana 60s are great, but they're also a pain. Same thing, stripped it down to nothing. New U-joints, new seals, new kingpins, new 456 gears, put it all back together. Now this was a dually axle. I machined off the dually hub because they're offset. They're usually about right here. So I machined that off, turned it back into a single wheel. Of course, we just have junk wheels on it right now, just roll it around. I mean, right now we're at the point where we can fire up the motor. In fact, the customer's coming over later so we can see how it idles. This is a built 502. It looks like it's around 12-to-1 compression. We don't know what cam is in it, so we're gonna fire it up the way it sits, get it warm enough to idle without damaging the engine to see if we want to throw a cam in it. The customer also wants a noisy gear drive, which I'm okay with. That's fine.
He wants that like classic 90s.
Yeah.
Choppy.
Trying to stay retro as we can, but have some practicality in it too. Right. Now, don't get me wrong. As you know, we fired this up last week. This thing sounds like it's built pretty well, but we want to see how choppy that idle is. He wants something that sounds really good, and I don't blame him. I would too. Nothing wrong with that.
And you might as well like it.
Yeah. But I wish I knew the build sheet on the motor, because you know, you don't want to throw a cam in it and run what you have.
Right.
Yeah, that's where we're at right now. So I'm in.
So what's the plan today till he gets here?
Well, I'm gonna get rigged up. I have some lines ran so we can run out of a gas can and fire it up. So we know the carburetor's good. We can test the idle. I'm waiting on parts is my big problem right now. We got pushed back a couple days on parts, so it's really messed me up for the week. But I need the transfer case so I can get lined up and
Mainly in just the main fabrication stage.
Yes, exactly. We are going to crossover steering. Yeah, because you can't run from this point to that point, or it's going to bump steer like crazy. So we're going to go crossover with a frame to axle drag link, or what would you call it, tie rod, I guess, to lock it together and eliminate a lot of bump steering. Yeah, it's been a while since we built something old school. Dana 60, 14 bolt, and a carburetor on an engine is cool. It's great. And
Do you know if he's going like, what kind of wheel is he, or tire is he running? He's running,
boggers.
so like, yeah.
It'll be old school. I mean, the only other, it was boggers or TSLs. The boggers are awesome.
Yeah.
It's hard to beat on an old truck, in my opinion, if you're going for that retro look. And he's going 16-inch wheels,
Yeah.
which I'm,
Chrome, like,
I don't know what he's going with. I know they're custom built. You know, he goes all the way. It's all or nothing. That's the only part I kind of disagree with. I don't like the 16-inch wheels.
if you're going retro, the 90s is the 16-inch.
I agree.
Especially if they're chrome.
I agree. And it does make your tires look a little bit bigger.
How big of a bogger is he going?
I think 38. I'm not sure on that yet. They could be bigger.
Because 35 really isn't anything anymore.
Right. And if I heard him right, the wheels are like 14.5 wide. Yeah.
So probably a 16-inch wide tire.
Which is cool. That's old school too. Let them things stick out real far. Really, my mission today is just to get it where we can start it and let it idle. So he knows if we're going to change the cam. He already ordered the gear drive, so we will be tearing the engine apart and go from there. But the body was stripped to nothing, and it was blasted, I believe. And then the guy that runs the body shop will say he's not available anymore. We'll put it that way. So retrieving a lot of the parts have been kind of a pain to get to somebody more professional. But it's gonna be all black.
A crew cab?
No, it's just standard cab,
Single cab?
single cab, long bed.
So straight up 90s.
Oh yeah. All black. They're doing the body straight, like he's.
Now, I know he likes orange. Is there going to be orange accoutrements in this?
So his business colors are orange. I'm not revealing the name of the truck yet, but there will be some traction bars that I'll make. My take on them. I don't do a lot of online searching because I don't want to build something by somebody else's
Right.
idea. I want it to be my idea.
Yep.
When you look online, you get a huge influence of what to do, whether you realize it or not.
Right.
So
Subconsciously.
yeah, so he shows up and tells me what he wants, and then I try to design that. So I don't have an influence. I know that sounds weird, but
A lot of YouTubers don't watch YouTube for that reason.
yeah, I want it to be my design based off the client's influence,
Right.
not all. I don't want to match somebody else's work, I
Right.
guess. But we'll do a traction bar, which, I mean, I'm sure he's probably going to need. And it's just going to be a single link front and rear, nothing fancy. But he wants it also to have a design cut in it. So right now the plan is we're not just going with a round bar. I'm going to put it on the table and burn out some kind of design flat ladder bar. But anyway, long way around the question. Yes. So the plan is they will be black with an orange overlay or reversed, orange with a black overlay with the name of the truck, which he has decided, but I don't want to say it yet because it might change, and the name is very suiting for him.
Most of the frame will be black except for like maybe overlays.
Yeah, I think the front and rear diff guards that I made, which again, I'm sure people nitpick it.
So it'll be subtle orange, not flamboyant.
Yeah,
Not like the whole frame being orange.
Right, no, like this skeleton guard, which again, this thing's a pavement princess. That's just really there
Right.
just to set it off a little bit. So I'm sure the pinion guard, the rear diff guard, I have a front diff guard that matches, but the slot's bigger for the tie rod. They'll be orange. Just a couple punches of orange. Maybe the calipers will be orange, but nothing crazy. Just enough to break up the monotony. But then again,
The whole truck's going to be black.
if this thing was black, murdered out front to rear, no chrome, no nothing besides black, I think it'd be awesome. The only change I think I would do is if you're going to gloss everything out, throw some flat black in it somewhere. Throw some flat black wheels on it.
Even satin.
Yeah. Break it up just a little bit. But if it was all black with black windows, I'd be okay. But, it's not enough orange to really turn me off. Obviously, orange wouldn't be my thing. I'd go with more like a international red, a deep red, But that's, it's all preference.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the way it works. Have your own influence, not somebody else's.
Right.
Do your own work. But we have a lot of nitpicking to do. We get a brand new transmission, but it doesn't have the brackets for shifter linkage. And of course, I don't know why they sent that, because that's not even the transfer case we're using. I got to clean up some cuts in the frame. We got to figure out the dual shocks. We're up in the air with what to do with that. It'll be dual shocks all the way around, and then dual steering stabilizer bar, which will be the old school. They clamp on the tie rod, clamp on the frame. Old school, but they're all really nice shocks, and they're all like gunmetal gray. So that's going to look nice on the black too. But yeah, all this I put on. Of course, keep in mind it's dusty. It's been sitting for a long time. But this add on the front, which is from CVF, serpentine belt conversion. So it has this bracket. It all stands off the front now and keeps it compact in, which it's square body. You have all the room in the world. But once you throw a 502 big block in a square body, you realize, oh man, it wasn't really
It's small, fast.
Yeah, it was made for manifolds and the basics. We threw Warren lockouts on it, which are old school, which is cool. I mean, this is back in my era, so
Simpler times.
this is when you could work on a vehicle. Yeah, I'm excited to see it run. I'm excited to hear it run with exhaust, because this thing has a lot of pop to it. But yeah, I mean, that's basically where we're at now. And it's been on hold for a long time, but now he's ready to
Pull the trigger.
Yeah, well, he's been ready, but now he's pushing the issue.
Yeah.
But I push this out of the way to work on his semis and semi-trailers. So he's his own worst enemy as far as that goes. I'm going to place the blame on him just because he's a good buddy of mine. But yeah, so we're finally to the point he's ready to rock and roll. The body should be done anytime. It may be up to a month, but anytime. We still have to go pick up the bed. The bed hadn't been started yet. The challenge about this build is even the radiator in stock. It's an aluminum 4-core radiator. This is the only part of the AC we have. We don't have the condenser. I don't even know if the cab has an evaporator or anything. So all that has to be done, including your high pressure switch, all that stuff. All that has to be completed. I have no idea what the mounts are going to be for the radiator or condenser. I don't know if this mount's going to work, so I'm waiting on parts to figure that out.
It's a full frame off build.
Yeah,
You're
and
not just bolting parts on. So to
Yeah,
speak.
I don't know what parts I have. The biggest issue with this is some of it I'm say is impatience, but like I said, I've had the thing for a long time, and the body shop is rocking and rolling with the body now. I probably want to get the cab and doghouse. The body shop is going to do that. So I'm going to get it back with brand new professional grade paint.
Yeah, I'd have to.
And have to lean over
Tiptoe
this
around,
thing and put everything in. I mean, brake lines, you name it. I don't know what I'm getting for a cab. It may be a bare cab. It may have steering column. It may be AC ready. I don't know. There's going to be a lot of work yet to go. Oh yeah, a long process. But just firing up the engine the other day for the first time with no headers.
Yeah.
And it's fine. Guess what? It's fine.
Yeah.
Been doing this for years. It was literally for a total of like 30 seconds. Firing it up for the first time the other day really kind of got me going with it.
Got him fired up too.
I haven't heard horsepower like that in a long time. You're doing a build that's just a stock 350 or 400 or whatever. Even a big block, but stock. This is built. You can tell. It sounds good. It's very snappy.
I'm excited to hear with the headers on.
Yeah, probably so snappy it's going to snap axles or drive shafts.
The way he
which
drives.
Also we're building the drive shafts here. The thing is, this is a looker truck. This is Pavement Princess. He wants this on the road. He wants to showboat with it, which there's nothing wrong with that. I would too. I'd love to build a square body. So part of the focus was let's throw a chain drive transfer case in it and be done. And I said, no, I know you. If you have 800 horse available or whatever it is, let's say it's 600 so we don't bog the internet down here. Let's say it's 500 to play it safe. 500 horse. If you have 500 horse, there's going to be a time you're going to put that 500 horse that front axle.
Oh yeah.
No doubt about it. So
Especially when you get 6-7 inches of snow that's drifting over the roads.
Yeah. So the transfer case isn't the place to skimp. Driveline isn't the place to skimp. You have a 1-ton front and rear axle. Don't throw a 1/2-ton chain drive transfer case in it.
Right.
Throw something good, which not saying MP 205 is the best, but we've done a lot of trucks. My original big truck I built was 205, and we put it through the ringer. and we blew axles out. This same setup, 14 bolt and a Dana 60. We blew axles out. We broke ring and pinions. We done everything, but we never went through a transfer case. Sometimes you just got to stick with what works.
If I have pictures, I'll put pictures of that in there, of your old truck.
Yeah.
I think I do.
I'll have to look. I think I got a couple upstairs, but I don't need the internet to tell me a 205 isn't going to work.
Right.
I've been there, done that, and
Beat the
proved
tar
it.
out of 'em.
Even though somebody else is going to say my 205 failed, mine didn't.
Right.
So I'm building the thing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to go with. And I don't mean any hate on anybody. I'm just saying, why would I go something
That you don't know about.
that somebody online that I don't know is going to tell me works?
Right.
So yeah, there's been a lot of interesting things, and it's one of them builds that when you look at it, you want everywhere you go and look at this thing to know somebody's been there and changed something. Just like the spring hangers.
Right.
A lot of people don't know that's a 2-inch drop spring hanger that was fabbed. Front, rear, and front and rear.
Yep.
The cross members, I'm sure this cross member is not going to work, so I'm going to have to build something. So you don't want to just throw something in there and call it good, like that square tube in the back I did, just because you're not going to see it, and I needed something kind of high and tight. So you want to throw something in it, do some work where you're like, okay, there was actually something done there, rather than just throwing a piece of tubing in there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing fancy, but kind of the whole mission on this was, as much as I could, all 45-degree corners. I know these aren't exactly that way, but kind of that faceted look rather than all rounded off, because it's a square body and you have that line down the side. So you want a faceted look, in my opinion. Like I said, there's still a long ways to go. Who knows what's going to happen with front and rear bumpers. I don't know what he has in mind, but I'm very close with his client. So we work together. I may end up building bumpers if he's not mad when he gets his bill. Who knows? But and when you're done, this is the hardest part. A customer wants their vehicle the second it's done, but truly you need to keep a hold of it and run it around a little bit, because there's going to be so many bugs to work out. You want to work them out. You don't want him having it and saying, oh man, this broke, or this ain't right, or this ain't right. You have to work the bugs out.
It needs a couple 100 miles on it.
Yeah. So, that'll give me a chance to go rip around the neighborhood, get a couple tickets, and fix my issues.
Hopefully he lets you build bumpers, because these things always have needed square, more angular bumpers. I know the rounded was cheap and easy is why they did it, but
I do like the U-Welded kits they sell that are all faceted, which, obviously I have the capability to do that stuff in house, but something not crazy faceted.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to look
same
like a transformer.
shape of the original, just
Yeah,
more angular.
Yeah, no transformers, just some boxed off corners and top and bottom. Something with some hanging D-rings would be okay by me, like built-in
Especially with
D-rings.
loggers.
Yeah.
A big winch hanging off front would be cool.
Yeah. Honestly, one of them grumpers on the front of it would look really cool. I think they look pretty tough. But then again, he may throw chrome bumpers front and rear. The chrome on the black I don't like, but I do love this square body factory bumpers.
Hopefully at least paint them black.
Yeah, exactly.
But if he goes chrome wheels, he could get away with the bumpers.
Yeah, there's still a long ways to go. The bad thing is a lot of it's just sitting around scratching your head. Okay, what do I do with this? I don't have the parts, so I have to go to something else, but it's dependent on this, and you're just waiting forever. Okay, try this again. It hits hard. It's high compression. There ain't no doubt about it. Me falling asleep at the wheel here. I was hoping that thing had primed by now, because I'm running straight out of the tank. I know, and it's not pulling fuel. No,
We got vacuum leaks or something.
well, or the idle's just too low.
Yeah, but I'm off. I'm quite a bit off.
It was dumping fuel in there too.